Everyone, this is Sam at LuckyVitamin. Welcome back to another edition of LuckyVitamin Live. Today we're here with Organic India. I'm joined by Derek and Colleen, and Rob, who's the Eastern Regional Sales Manager. He's been with Organic India for 4 years, and he's super knowledgeable, and he's going to tell us a lot about all these great Organic India products that we sell at LuckyVitamin. So thanks for joining us today, Rob. We're glad to have you here. So a little bit of fun facts and interesting background on Rob. Been with the company for 4 years, as I said. He studied Tai Chi for over 20 years, and he's designed and built his own house. So you hammered, nailed,
Yep.
all by yourself. No one helped you.
Well, no, I had people help me with the frame, but and we used a crane to put up these recycled timbers out of a cotton mill. But then once that was done, I did all the inside work.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Cool, awesome.
Took a long time.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's definitely impressive. So, little bit about Organic India. So, for those of you that don't know, Organic India is a Tulsi tea and herbal supplement company. They're non-GMO certified and B Corp certified. They partner with families in India and local farmers to produce their products. The company was founded over 20 years ago, and it's built around a commitment for love and consciousness in action. So super excited to be talking today about Organic India. We've got a lot of great products here. Rob, why don't you give us a little bit of a history, talk about the company, the founders, the mission, so we can tell the audience a little bit about them, what they might not know, and if they do know, maybe some fun facts that they might not be aware of.
Cool, thank you.
Yep.
So Organic India was started almost 25 years ago, and I actually like to call it a love story. The two founders of the company, Bharat and Bhavani Lev, did not know each other when they traveled to India to study with a guru named Papaji in central India. And they met working in the ashram, fell in love, and after several years of working there, they got married and basically wanted to do something to give back to the community. And Papaji said, no, don't give back something, don't give a present, make the farmers, make something happen for the farmers so they can take care of themselves and their families. And so it was started with the whole notion, and our mission is to help the impoverished farmers in India. And that's where we are, and that's everything we do is based on that.
So how long after they were there did they come up with their first products that they actually took to market? Was that right away, or was that sort of, they started to make stuff and it ultimately like, hey, we could sell this?
Well, that's a really good question, because the very close friend of Papaji's was a Ayurvedic practitioner, and he became the formulator for all our products. And he was also a knowledgeable person in Tulsi, the herb holy basil. And he said, no one is bringing this to market, and the properties of Tulsi holy basil are to balance the mind and the body. And he said, that's what our generation needs.
Right.
And so we became the first company to grow Tulsi as a commodity.
Wow.
Anywhere in the world. And so it was started within about a year. And we were selling in India for 5 to 6 years before we came to the U.S.
And that was both supplements and teas?
We started with the tea,
okay.
And then we went to supplements. Is a pretty easy.
Right. But the Tulsi tea was the first product.
Tulsi was the tea, was the first.
And that's
product.
still your
yeah. This one right here.
That's great.
Actually, this is the moringa. We sell moringa now, which is a superfood, but we started with the original.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we talked about Organic India being a B Corp. Can you let people know exactly what that means and how you guys went about getting that?
Well, a B Corp is where a corporation goes to be graded on how good you are and how much you're doing the right things for the right people. So you get graded on your relationship with your suppliers, with your customers, with your employees, and we scored very highly last year and became a certified B Corp. There's only about 1,300 B Corp corporations across this planet.
Yeah.
And one of the cool things I found out after we became a B Corp was you get recertified every 2 years, and in order to get recertified, you have to score higher than you did when you initially got the score.
Wow.
And that keeps going, because the whole thing is to make you better than you were before.
Yeah, it's not easy to get, and it's a great accomplishment, so congratulations, guys. It's really impressive.
Thank you.
It's great.
Yeah, and obviously, as you stated, Organic India is very focused as a company on the well-being of its farmers. Something else that has come to light recently with Organic India is how focused they are on the well-being of the earth and the land as well. And so we're talking about this process of regenerative agriculture, which I don't think a lot of people are really familiar with. Maybe you could talk about how that actually works.
Yeah, I'd love to. Regenerative agriculture is the idea of, or the practice of, making everything better. And that's what our company is about. So the soil is, the vitality of the plant starts and ends with the soil. And if you don't have good soil, you're not going to have vital plants, which aren't giving nutrients to and giving the qualities of the herbs in full effect. So we are organic. We're certified organic. We use biodynamic principles. We do wonderful work with the soil, but regenerative agriculture also means regenerating the people who work the soil. And so we have a foundation and we have a healthcare clinic, or 2 healthcare clinics that see about 3,000 to 4,000 people a month. It's done for free. We started putting solar electric panels in some of the farmers' homes.
Wow.
We put, last year we did 145 composting toilets, which is a lot of fun, training the people how to use them as well as putting them out there. But it's all about making the water supply better in India and making the people more happy. And so it's a combination of making sure that the soil is better than we left it and making sure that people are able to sustain themselves. And that's what we look at as regenerative agriculture.
That's incredible. How many farmers are you working with?
Well, that's a really great question. We started with one farmer about 25 years ago, and we have over 15,000 farmers and many more people than that who we affect.
Awesome.
That's really great, and I did not know that you guys were that involved with the community, and just makes me love your products even more.
Thank you.
And with all the great growth you guys have, will you be coming out with new products?
Well, yes, and we're reintroducing some old ones too. We've been out on moringa powder for some time, and that's going to be coming back within about a month or so. We have launching some new supplements, cinnamon and ginger. We've gotten a lot of requests for both of those, and we have them organically because they're ingredients in other products that we make.
And are they all sourced from India?
Yes. So I would say it's about 98% of our product comes from India and from our farmers that we partner with in India.
Okay.
You know, there are a few things that we get outside of India. A good example would be red tea, rooibos tea.
Mm-hmm.
It's grown in South Africa, and that's really where the best rooibos tea is grown. So we get ours from South Africa. But it has to adhere to all of our principles in the company.
Great.
When we
Makes sense.
source it. The other new products, we're coming out with Lift, which will be single shot, single serve on psyllium, turmeric, and moringa.
Cool.
Great.
Well,
Packaging
the
looks really nice too.
Right, so that's the box that'll be on the shelf, and then it's an individual tray, individual thing.
Wow.
So if you wanted to do a smoothie and you didn't want to open a can, or you went camping and you didn't have you didn't want to lug with a
Great,
can,
yeah.
you'd have a one-shot source of it. Yeah.
So let's, I mean, I'm curious, and I'm sure our viewers are a little bit about maybe some of the benefits of some of these products. Tulsi specifically, which I know is super popular, there's a lot of great benefits around that. But some of these other products, why would somebody who might not be as familiar with them want to take them? What kind of health benefits can they expect?
Oh, that's great. So, is moringa? No, Tulsi is basil. So this is moringa. Moringa is a superfood. It's really come into its own over the last couple of years. Derek can probably say that he's seen a real increase in sales in moringa. And,
Definitely. Yep.
and you were just telling me that moringa tea is our number 3 selling tea here at LuckyVitamin. So moringa is a superfood. It's high in protein. It's about 27% protein, which is more protein than a green lentil.
Yep.
It's high in vitamin A, actually higher than carrots. Higher in vitamin C in oranges. Higher in potassium than bananas. Higher in calcium than milk. You know, it's a real superfood. And it's being touted as, because it grows in hot tropical climates, as the food for helping third world countries where people have real poverty and issues with being able to eat properly.
A lot of nutritional benefits from.
Yeah, so moringa is a great one. So we talked about tulsi a little bit. Ashwagandha is an incredible product for energy. It's a very it's more for endurance than, say, a fast energy. So
Right.
if you're a runner, if you do a lot of work over a long period of time, ashwagandha is great for you. It's also calming energy. So if you're having trouble sleeping, you can take ashwagandha and put away those crazy thoughts that are keeping you up late at night.
Give you energy
Yeah.
and put you to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
It's an adaptogenic herb, and most of our herbs are adaptogenic herbs, which they're smart herbs, which
Right.
means they can go into your body and sense what you need. So if you're fatigued with tulsi, it gives you a lift. If you're feeling stressed out and just like everything's coming, down on you, calms you down. So that's the purpose of an adaptogenic herb. Most of the herbs we work with are adaptogenic herbs.
Incredible. It's great.
So what most people probably don't know is that these the people pictured on the products are actual farmers.
Yes,
that
that's
work
true.
that work with Organic India. So how do you decide who gets the cover shot?
I think that's our first farmer, Kailash Singh, is on the cover of our green tea, and unfortunately he passed away a few years ago. But that was a pretty obvious one. Your first farmer is really close to you. He's the start of the company.
Yep.
You put him on a really good selling tea.
Mm-hmm.
But every farmer who's on the box is associated with that product, and how we pick that. If it's on the cover of the moringa, she's growing moringa for us. So it's kind of like it's going to be one of those people. Yeah.
Cool.
It's an honor for them, I'm sure, and they know when they're getting.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's quite an honor, I'm sure, and what a great story. So, really, so much informative details you've given us. A lot of great information. This was a discussion we had today with Organic India. We were joined by Rob. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate your time and all the great information you shared with everyone, and all the great work that you guys do every day over there, and the products you're making, and the community that you support. We're honored at LuckyVitamin to represent your products and sell your products. I know our customers love it. We've now got, I think, nearly 60 with some of these new items. We're going to have over 60 Organic India products available.
Yeah.
So check them out. They're available online at LuckyVitamin. Confident you're going to love them. They're great organic products. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. And thanks to the team here for taking part in this.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.